I really didn't want to have to make this video, but stuff happens in life and you got to adjust, man. You got to adjust and you got to take accountability for what you do. And what I'm talking about is I did a podcast this year, beginning of the year. If you saw it, you saw it. It's not listed no more. And I now know why it was taken down by the people that it was taken down by. And it's so sad, bro, because the internet is such a weird place and clout and fame is such an addictive drug and people just want to chase that high all the time. It's just not it's hard to even fathom into words, man. It's really hard to fathom into words. Moral of the story is I was deceived by somebody that made themselves look like they were more than what they were. And, I'm not the type of guy that's going to get you on this podcast, because of your status or anything like that. I really don't care who you are. It's just, are you interesting and do I want to have a conversation with you? Right? So if he would have reached out to me and been like, "Hey, bro, like I want to do a podcast, da 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 da, like I got this going on." I'm like, "Sure, why not?" Right? Well, that wasn't the case. He knew that I was trying to get a podcast with someone else, and he was connected to that person, and he used that to his own advantage to get onto my podcast and promote himself. And then on top of that, he fabricated his whole personality and he put on a whole facade about who he really was and how close he even was to that person. You know what I mean? And if you were to have seen his social media, you would kind of get the vibe that he was trying to use people to make himself look like he was a celebrity as well. And it's so sad because like why do we live in a society where people have to do that, you know? But even outside of that, because people are fake as hell either way all the time regardless. um the man committed a crime on somebody, and I can't say it what it is on here. Well, one, because of privacy reasons, and two, I don't think YouTube allows that word, but he inappropriately touch somebody in the worst way you can imagine. And it's sad because his best friend was a victim to that type of trauma. And it's just so sad, bro, because you claim that's your best friend, but yet the same stuff that you're helping them get through, you do that to somebody else. And I cut communication with this person. Thankfully somebody told me what was going on and how he's not even connected to that person no more because of that. And I won't say no names because it gets too obvious and, branding and stuff like that. But if you were aware of the situation or you're aware of the person that I'm speaking to and you know what episode was taken down, you know what I mean? If you're just joining the podcast now, I appreciate you for stopping in. I appreciate you for sitting through this story time. There's a lot of lore, but yeah, just it's so sad. So basically, what I'm here to say is when you meet people like that and you discover who they are, you have to take full accountability, even if you knew, no, even if you didn't know that they did those things. And I gave them a platform, and I shouldn't have done that. You know what I mean? In hindsight, it was probably wrong of me to even have a podcast with him because I did it solely because, well, you're connected to somebody I want to talk to, and it makes it easier for me to get in the door through there. So it was wrong of me as well. I genuinely thought he was interesting though, because I looked at his profile and I was like, oh yeah, you got a lot going on, and these people. You sang with this person, which was a famous country singer. Like you sang with them, like you got a lot going on. And end of the day, it's just like an endless clout chase. And after this experience, I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. I don't need to do that no more. we're not no more at all. You know what I mean? I'm not a big channel, you know what I mean? And I could definitely capitalize off doing stuff like that, but it's just not genuine, bro. It's not genuine, and I've already learned real quick that it leads you to places you don't want to be, and it connects you to certain people that you don't want to meet at all. And that's just the scary part about the internet, bro. Once you put yourself out here, you don't know who you're gonna attract. And it's crazy. It's honestly crazy. But yeah, on some lighter news though, season one was great. Season one was so good, man. I can't even believe the amount of love and support I've got. We hit 100 plus followers, and then my last episode with Swegta, shout out to Swegta, man, really good guy. We hit like, what is it, like about 700 views already? And that's my biggest episode ever, bro. And he has like 200,000 plus subscribers. Like, he did not need to take his time to talk to me, bro. I had like, I think 70 or 80 subscribers here on this channel before he agreed to do the episode. And then on top of that, the first episode got scrapped because of technical issues. So I couldn't use any of that. So I told him like, "Hey man, this is what happened. We can't use it unfortunately." And what he did, bro, he took the time out of his day during his YouTube comeback to record a second one. No compensation, no payment, no nothing. Just straight like out of love for the community. And the episode on my channel is the second one. Man, dude, it's so cool because I grew up watching this guy. You know what I mean? Like he got me through the pandemic, and to finally like work with him and collaborate, and then him shouting me out in one of his videos, I was like, dude, like life can't get any better, bro. Life can't get any better. So season one, amazing. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Jay Glizzy for making the theme song to the podcast and being the first guest and getting it started. Um, everybody else that was involved, it was a great learning experience, and I had really good conversations, built really good friendships out of these things. And season two is on the way. It will be launched in June, and I'm trying to get some. Like the first season had a mix of musicians, producers, songwriters, video game content creators, TikTokers, uh school principals, a politician where I'm from. Like, I try to keep it very, very diverse. You know what I mean? I don't want it to be the same type of guest every time. So for season two, I definitely want to push more for more of like hire people when it comes to their careers. Like, I want to get voice actors, I want to get animators, I want to get like, authors. Dude, I know it's not going to happen the way I want it to, but I think what I learned from season one is that sometimes it's better to push quality over quantity. So if I can only get like one episode per month, but that one episode was a very good high profile figure that has a lot to share, because that's the only reason why people watch podcasts, right? Is to hear a good conversation or hear stories. So if I can find that and try to balance it, man, bro, it's gonna be a good time. And I truly don't even care about subscribers and all that stuff. Like, I don't expect anything out of this podcast besides meeting people and building relationships. So if, you know, recognition, fame, money, if anything of that comes to me, that's just a bonus, bro. And that has to be God's plan because, yeah, I mean, getting recognized to just talk on a microphone in front of a camera on a computer, like, that's pretty crazy. But, stranger things have happened. But with all that being said, June podcast will be back. Season two will be back. And, just to end this off, remember to stay very, very aware of people around you. Don't fall victim like I did to people. If it's too good to be true, it probably is not true. You know what I mean? Like, don't chase the high so much. Recognition, fame, money, whatever you're chasing, it'll come if it's meant to happen. The more you fixate on trying to get there and trying to obtain something, it's probably not gonna happen. Even if you do get it, it's probably not gonna be as good as you thought it was because you were so hyper fixated on this one thing, and then when you finally get it, it's like damn, all this effort, all this energy, all these sleepless nights and days, like for this, you know? I think it's something to think about. But anyways, man, I appreciate y'all. We will be back in June. Can't wait to start this, man. I hope y'all are ready for what I got planned. Thanks for the support. And if you need anything, let me know in the comments. Give me ideas, suggestions, or even your thoughts in the comments. You know, if you want to give your opinion on this whole situation, feel free. If you want to hold me accountable for something I probably just didn't recognize, let me know, man. This is a safe space where we can be honest. Y'all have a good one, guys.